Hey everybody, this is Joe's Premium Firewood, coming to you live on November 29th, Wednesday of 2023, and I'm out here getting ready to split a normal truckload or face cord, which is just slightly above the sides. I told the guy I'd be bringing some of my brother's longer stuff, so I put that on the back. He said it's okay. And then we're going to be splitting this dry ready to burn stuff out of the trailer. I'm going to have to dig it out of there. Before anybody says hi, let me know if it's horizontal. So anyway, I got a few pieces in there, and then it'll probably take, this back row and these two rows right there. Horizontal, that sounds good. That's what I like to hear from my man Brad. Thank you, Mr. Firewood at the furnace. Always to the rescue. I usually get Rogala to tell me, and then you always beat him to it. But then he says he's first, so I have to go back and look to see who's first. But I always see your comment first. But anyway, it's a crisp 27 degrees out here. Mom's gone grocery shopping. So I'm going to get this split, and then I'm going to go check on the fire because I got to go do a delivery. It's about 45 minutes away. Charging them $240 for the face cord delivered and stacked. And so, yeah. Yesterday's delivery, I charged her $275. She gave me a $25 tip. There's Jeffrey Weiss. Good morning, Jeffrey. So let me go fire up this. You can see I'm wearing my black coat. I know my orange coat's in rough shape. I've had that since like 2010. Bill made this, but it's almost too nice to wear. I'll try to keep it somewhat clean during the video and while working today, doing the delivery. But let me get this started up, and I'll start loosening up those in there. I got the maul here, so I'll start pounding those. You can see Darren got more snow than us. He had about 6-7 inches of snow. I ran into a few spots that were like almost 10 inches yesterday because of the lake effect. You should see the side of my truck. It's all dirty. But those new tires sure came in handy yesterday. Them snow tires, I never slipped or slided at all. But, of course I slowed down. Let me pound these. Supposed to warm up next week, so I think the snow will be gone. But makes our lives miserable. And I just had a new customer order 2 face cords, so I'm gonna have Mike come tomorrow and help me with that. Just have him go over to Phil's and buy some dry wood. Mike can't find any. Got too much work tomorrow for Mike to come up here with a load, so I told him just to come up empty. I'd like to make sure he at least walks out of here with $100. On Monday when he worked for me, he brought me that load, that hickory. We split it, and then we delivered it, and then we went over to Phil's and picked this up. I paid him $200 plus the $100 bonus Daryl gave him, so he walked out here with $300 in his pocket on Monday. So he was happy about that. Shouldn't take too long to warm up. It was parked in the garage last night, so it stays above freezing in there usually, unless it gets really cold outside, but it only got down to about 20 degrees last night. Fingers are going to freeze handling these snow-covered pieces. So you can see that right now. Greg Wilson gonna make it today? I know somebody else said, why don't I mention enough names, but I guess the guy never comments, so how am I supposed to know if you're watching if you don't say anything? Plus, every time I come over there, you never know who's going to be saying something. Here's a piece of oak. Yeah, we'll give him some of this. This guy's been buying from me for a while. He pays pretty good. You always usually get a tip from him. I just have to back into his garage and stack it. He's got a rack. He usually gives me like a $10 to $20 tip. Yesterday I got a $25 tip. So $300 total for that Joe cord from yesterday. If you watch the live stream, watch me load it up. Most of this is good stuff on the back here. Usually we put the junk in there, but Phil had a really good load ready for me. Put that in. And I'll tell him that. I'll tell him when I'm impressed. When it comes to wood, you know it takes a lot to impress me. Oh, and I just had one of my other customers call. They're having a big oak taken down, or a couple oaks. He said I could have the wood, and I know you guys are gonna freak out, but I turned it down because it's all green. But I did tell them if when they take it down, if there's any dead branches that are barkless, if they set those aside for me, I'll come get those. But my oak alley is full, and I don't like trying to dry green oak. I like finding stuff that's been on the ground for a few years, where the bark's starting to peel off, which I call semi-season. I'm glad I'm running the splitter so I can keep warming my fingers. I know Phil cut some of these. They're at like a double angle. I think his chain was cutting at an angle, so they're gonna have like two slants on them. But so I got to watch that with the push plate. You want it to be square when it hits that, so it doesn't go flying all different directions. I noticed when I was loading this, most of these felt light. They didn't feel waterlogged. Get my nice coat dirty. Oh, for some reason, yesterday's live stream, Facebook didn't push it out. Usually they push out these live streams pretty good. I don't even think I got 1,000 views, and they usually get 2,000 or 3,000. They had like 600 or something. So, oh, yeah, and speaking of Facebook, whatever you want to call it, I had 2 videos, they're AI flagged as, inappropriate or like disturbing content or whatever, like, so they got the, you can watch it, but it has it hidden. The images are hidden. But you have to click that you really want to watch it. You know what it is? One of them was me pulling down a hung up tree with my quad. And the other one was one of them Reels videos. The other one was Herb dragging a log out of the woods with a skid steer. It said disturbing content. Some may be offended. So they block the images. So when somebody's scrolling through, they're not gonna see her doing a wheelie on his skid steer. The log was so heavy he was doing a reverse wheelie. And they marked that inappropriate content. I wish they would have spent some time trying to get rid of all the cloned accounts out there. There's so many fake ones. And you know what I mean by saying that is when you're friends with somebody and then you get a friend request from them. Well, it's because their profile was cloned, And then there's a scammer that's going to try to rip them off for money or something. Hopefully that guy does come up and get me some sparkless oak that's actually truly dry. And I can just have Mike help me cut it off the tailgate and throw it into bay number 2. And you can see, I have to show you bay number 1. You know, Friday on a inventory video, so you'll be able to see that. But yeah, I had another guy that he's told me for the 2 years in a row he's going to order in the spring. And then he goes, "Hey Joe, you got some nice dry firewood ready?" I had, like, his name's Joe also. I'm like, "Yeah, Joe, hey, weren't you supposed to get a hold of me in the spring?" "Yeah, I forgot." And I said, "Well, you order this time of year, this is what you're gonna get. If I can." And he's got plenty of room to store it. Then he doesn't have to worry about how long it's been drying for. So I think I might have to deliver to him on Sunday. I want to go out and cut wood for Mom because it's so cold. Been a lot lately. Burning a lot lately. So I was gonna go through our woods and cut some for some of the good stuff. But stay tuned on this. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna throw some wood on the fire for her. My brother's, I guess he's off to work, and Mom's getting groceries. I'm getting ready to make my donuts. You know what I mean? Go sell this for $240, delivered and stacked. About time for a union break, Billy Otis. Today would be a hot cocoa day. Fortunately, on. I told the guy I'd be there between noon and 1. Looks like it's going to be closer to 1. It's about an hour drive. It's a solid 45 minutes, that's for sure. Hopefully the roads aren't bad like they were yesterday. But yesterday I went towards Lake Michigan where most of it fell. Warmer, definitely need. I think I've been selling to this guy for about 5 years. I don't remember delivering to him last year though. But I know he goes out and gets it sometimes. where he lives, you know, I guess there's a park nearby that has a bunch of dead stuff that he'd go get. But it's just as easy to call JPF. You sit in your couch, watch me work. What you gotta do is hand me the money. I think he usually pays in cash. The lady yesterday, she wrote me a check. Told her $275. Check was for $300. Wasn't even half a cord, but it was small cut, small split, restaurant grade cherry. She loves it. I had to dig it out of 6 inches of snow at Darren's. Had to drive through a snowstorm to get there. Took me about an hour to stack it. So I charge, you know, value added firewood. Pushing some of the sawdust down here, so I can get some traction, because now I got that snow matted down. It's starting to melt a little bit and freeze, get glossy, slippery. Well, this guy, he's like ordered from me before, and then like 2 weeks later he orders again, and then nothing. He obviously isn't heating his house with it. And tomorrow I've got to go deliver 2 face cords, one in Mike's truck and one of mine, to a new customer. And then we might go look at that new property for Mike to cut. See what they got. You watch it, Rogala? Yeah, when I wear that with this jacket, I'm so conscientious about getting dirty. My orange one, you know, is all ripped to shreds. Probably split 1,000 cords wearing it for the last, 12 years. Because I gotta work year round, folks. This isn't seasonal for me. If I don't sell wood, I don't eat. And as you can tell, as my strength comes back, so does my weight, my belly. So I gotta laugh at the people that say that this is rotten wood because it doesn't have any bark on it. Well, when you can see how solid it is inside. I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. The people in general, I guess. Bet I can't do that again. Come on. I want to get this done. Starting to make some progress. Don't have to worry about the camera overheating now. But the bad thing about the cold with these cameras, these phones, the colder it gets, the faster they lose their charge. I imagine that's the same thing that happens with EV cars. Stick to gas, thank you. Oh, there's some nice cherry in here. I'm surprised I haven't came across any of it yet. I know I loaded a lot of them in there. Might be up towards the front. Now hopefully Facebook's sharing this video out, unlike yesterday's. Yesterday's I thought it was a good video, even though Darren wasn't there, you know, and I was just wood. But it was at his house, snowstorm. Snow was down pretty good. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying when I turn around. Sometimes, you know, because this my microphone, if it's not aiming at it, sometimes the sound don't come through, or it comes through choppy. Like I said, probably do this row too, and then I should be about there. Got the next piece. I'm trying to decide if I want to just boiler wood it, or maybe cut something up, maybe split it for Mom. I'm thinking of splitting it for Mom. Like I say, I don't think I can go cut for her on Sunday if I got to deliver to Joe. He's little. That's what you think. I threw it in there, you know. Do that. What would you do? You just put the whole thing, take it right over to my bundle or my boiler wood area. It was a nice bonus to sell a couple truckloads of that last week. I've been wanting to get rid of it. Now all I got left is on the side of the driveway. And so yeah, if we have to load up in the wintertime, it's not as bad. Instead of the ones that were way down. Go to Mom. She likes those. This one's a little bit too long, so we're gonna give this to Mom too. What do you think, Randy Clay? That'll last a while for Mom. That'll last Mom a while. This stuff's so nice, I'm hardly getting any rejects for Mom. Like check you guys, see how many are watching, and show you where we're at. We're almost there. Once we get it in. 46 watching, Billy Otis. Is it time for a union break? That's what we got so far. We got to fill in the back there. So, all right. Hello, Michael. All right. I guess since Billy's watching, I guess I got to take a union break for him. If I don't use it, I lose it, Billy. If I don't use it, I lose it. Anybody else dealing with snow right now? Don't think they get snow in Maryland. Once in a while, maybe. I'd say this row should just about do it. Kinda. There's a few gaps up towards the front. We'll see how much I get in there. It'd be nice if I came across some cherry. Give him some cherry. Doesn't look like he's going to get any cherry. Not really all up in the front there. Although I think I threw a few pieces in from my brother's stash that I bought from him. And if you're wondering, that stack across the back there, that cut stuff that I bought from my brother, paying him $20 for that every time I take a roll like that. And if it's a half core delivery and I put more in the back, then I pay him $25. Because if I was going to sell that, somebody who came wanted to buy that stack there, I'd say 40 bucks. Got double my money. I'm not a volunteer. I'm in this to make money, folks. I know a lot of people comment and say, oh, I'd stack for free. I'd do this for free. I'd do free delivery. With the price you're charging, should do everything for free. Don't work that way. Anybody remember the movie The Jerk? I know Raul's probably old enough. I know Billy Otis remembers The Jerk. Remember when he was working at the fair and working at that spot where the guy tries to, where they try to win the game. It's just like a, like you throw something to try and something down, but one of those type deals at the fair. And he goes, oh, I only sold $15 so far today. And he's like, yeah, and you're giving away $1.50 in crap. And he goes, it's a profit-making deal. That's one of my top 5 movies of mine, The Jerk. So funny. Came out, I think, in '79. I was like 10 years old. Hilarious. It was Steve Martin. About rolled my ankle there. Fingers are just frozen. I don't know if I'm going to get all that in there now. It's getting pretty full. Forget about this one. But when I get done, stay tuned. We're going to go in the house. I'm going to throw some JPF on the fire. I want Mom to be cold when she gets home from bringing the groceries. Got to be warm. She left the door open. Make sure he's got, like I said, this guy's, I think, tipped me almost every time I've delivered to him. So, customers take care of you, you take care of them. Isn't that right, Rogala? Bet she does that with people that mounts deer for. You get somebody that comes to you all the time and get a reciprocal, I take care of them too. Heavy. This one could have been on the ground. But he's got a 4x8 rack, or it's one of them 3.5x8 racks. This fills it up and it's mounted above the side, so I know it's a face cord. But then you get the ignorant people saying when I put a half cord in there, stack it way above the sides, they say it's not even a face cord. What a joke. I'll split this one and the next one and call it. And I gotta get on the road. Rush hour traffic usually. Gotta go up where my niece is going to college up by her house. North of her. So yeah, I gotta put tape on those fingers. That'll make the gloves last. I'm gonna put this quad away and lock everything up. Let's get this. Okay. You know how many truckloads I've delivered in my life, and you know I know how much is in there. So I'm telling you, a level thrown in 6.5 foot bed is approximately a face cord. And I got this back area stacked. So let's go inside. Check out the fire. How that's going. Here comes some thumbs up, Randy Clay. Look how dirty the truck is. Look how filthy that is going through, you know. And that's what kills the trucks, is that salt, that road salt that they use to melt, the ice. That gets in there and eats the frame alive. But I'd say right there's a face cord. Got this long cut stuff in the back. See? We gotta take that up to Mom. Yeah. Better hurry up, Billy. Fire might go out. That's what we got left in there. You see we got a load. Let's go in the house real quick. You know, I think I was gonna take this nice looking wood, isn't it, Denise? And that Mom gets that nice stuff there. See this piece that she's been holding off on, I think it's a mulberry. Big piece. It'll last a minute. Yeah, it's almost noon. See that? Look at the fire's gone down. It's only 70 degrees in here. So just got some coals in there. There we go. Yeah, we don't want it going out. I'm gonna throw some of this kindling on there. Get that on there. Those little pieces will get going, and then I can throw the big piece on it. All right. Now, don't want to smother it too bad. Gotta make sure there's some air under there. Right, Judy? There we go. There. That should take off. Should take off and get going. You can see the other stuff we already got in here. Bring it in and stage it right next to it, and then it gets going. So if I just wait a minute here. If I would have like blew on it, sometimes I take one of these straws, put it in there, but now you can see them little pieces on the bottom are starting to take off, and the coals that it's sitting on. I know I brought it from the inside. Normally we use those, so I think she's gonna get going. Hope I didn't track in mud. I don't want to get yelled at again, but it'll take off. That'll last till she gets home. So, run outside here real quick. We're gonna wrap things up. Like I say, I got to put everything away. It's already noon, so I got to put my stuff away. Got more wood up here for her. Let you look at the load real quick. I'll put this stuff away. He'll be happy with it. $240 delivered and stacked, about 40 miles away. There it is. You can see where I was standing. I put some of that debris down to give me some traction. But when we split tomorrow, we'll move up some because Mike's coming here tomorrow. We'll probably live stream then. So, all right, everybody. I got to get back to work. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks for all the thumbs up. I appreciate everybody who can make it to the end of the video. You guys rock. And I'm going to work. We'll catch you guys on the next one.